Howdy, Steampunk Patty here, and today I'm going to do a little work on Howard. And how do you like my hat? Dolores said I need a steampunk hat, so I thought this would be a good one to decorate up. It's got this great big black ribbon. I can add all kinds of steampunky things to it. I'm not sure how I'm going to wear it. Back, front, down, sideways. Anyway, I will try and keep you up to date on the improvements on my steampunk hat as I make them. It'll probably take me a while. I'll just add things as I find them and wear it when Howard is out and about, because I'm sure Howard will approve. Come on along. Got up early while Mr. Possum was sleeping, and I added this piece of material. This is the same material that is on the spine to cover up the Tyvek that I was using to reinforce over here. And I made a template to punch the holes for the signatures. It's going to have 3 signatures with 4 sheets in each. Here's my template. And I also, where are they? They mess behind me. Cut some paper down to size. Now the cover on this is 8 inches by 8 inches. And I made the pages 7.5. Well, more like 7 3/4 this way and 7.5 that way. Just so I have a little extra room to put things on the edge of the pages this way. And sticking up doesn't bother. I usually don't put things dangling down, but I sometimes like to put things on the edge. So I gave myself just a little bit extra room there on the edge. So this is like 7.5 and this is like 7 3/4. So these are all pages from the original Steampunk City book. And I also punched 3 holes in each signature. And I was going to put this one first. This is going to have Howard's picture on it. And then I have another one of those, and I'm going to put that one last. And this was an alphabet story, but I mixed up the alphabet. I didn't want the alphabet in order. So I mixed that all up, and I put a piece of Tyvek mailing envelope right here on the fold of each page to reinforce it, because as you can see, there's a lot of holes in the page from when it was stitched into the original book. So these are ready to be sewn in, 3 signatures right there like that. But before I do that, I thought I would paint the cover. I got too many things on the table. That's why I have to get Howard together, because I can clear some of this stuff off. Finally, I got paint and everything up here. So I thought I would not cover up this pattern, but go around the edge with some paint. And then I cut out the H from the alphabet. For H is for Howard. And then I'm going to put that on there, the big H for Howard. Like that, after I get a little paint on the background. And I was thinking of putting this H maybe inside here. And then H is for, and then put Howard's name down here, because in my Emma book I have Emma's name on the first page. So that's what I'm thinking, but I wonder if I should cut off this wheel. And then I can fit that whole thing in there. That might be an idea. Don't ruin it. Oh, we're not going to ruin it. Just going to cut it like this. little more. I spent a lot of time cutting out the inside spokes on that little wheel, and I just cut it off. Oh well. And that might have to come off too. Let's see. Yep, I spent a lot of time cutting that off too, cutting that out rather. Okay, that's going to go in there. H. And then I'm going to put is for, and then I'm going to put Howard's name there. So what I'm going to use for the name are these brand new die cut letter dies that I got to review from Globleland. And I'm very sorry, but I misspoke in my first video and I said Globleland, but it's actually Globleland. Globleland. And so this will be my first video, although I did use these in the other video. Just to test them out, I made some purple letters, but I'm going to make a different color for Howard. So I'm going to spell Howard's name out in these letters. I'll get to that after. So let's see, what do I want to do first? I think I'm going to keep playing around with this for a second. Mr. Possum is outside mowing the lawn. Oh, that's good, that's good. But I want to get, okay, this is going to have to get chopped, sliced and diced. I want to leave some to glue it onto the back. But I need those letters there. I don't think these sides matter too much. Looks good, looks good. Take a little bit off there. Okay, we're going to put that right in the center there. And then, ooh, that's not good. Don't unscrew the whole top, just pull the red thing off. And then I'm going to get out some paints. And then I'm going to glue this down. And then I'm going to sew in the signatures. And I need to do some journaling. I need to do some journaling. Not in this journal. I need to finish this journal, but I need to journal in my other journals. Right like that. Put a lot of glue on here. That's right, this is going to get, oops, I moved it. It's going to get glued down. Okay, we'll let that dry over there. Move some stuff around. Don't lose that, I'm going to need that in a few minutes. Get this out of the way. I need more room, I need another table. Okay. I have same paints that I used on the cover. And if you didn't see me make this cover, I will link that below. Very fun, very fun. And it's not going to be so complicated on the inside. I just wanted to stress it a little. Probably use this bronze, iridescent bronze, and go around the edge. I was thinking of putting some more of this black splatter, but I don't know. Not going to see too much of it with that big H there. It's water soaking in. The water is soaking into that paper. That will look a little different when it dries. So I'm just going to go around the edge. I'm just distressing. We can't have it so plain and neat, not after what I did to the cover. No way, Jose. Okay, that's about it. Oh, how about the material? I did the material. So I'm going to put some on here. Just a little bit. Darken that up. I don't know where that blue came from. That came from somewhere. Doesn't matter. I just couldn't figure out where it came from. So I'll put some on the back. I'm thinking about what to do to get that black, more black around. Maybe I could splash some on. Splish splash. My camera, yeah. I gotta keep my eye on the time too. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the back, but I'm not going to worry about that now. That'll happen. That'll evolve. That'll evolve at some point. Okay. Now, let's see. What can I do for black? I better leave the water open. I take some of this black gesso and water it down. Oh, there's some on the lid right there. Newspaper. Let's get some black on there. I want black. I could have done this to the cover too, but there's enough on the cover. There is enough on the cover. I'll have to keep telling myself that. Come on. You know what? Sometimes if you hit it against something. There we go. My finger's just too soft to knock that paint off. Going around the edge because you're not going to see the middle much at all. See if I can get a little down here. There we go. Okay. Let's see what that looks like when it's dry. That's going to get the big H anyway. I can put more on the back because I have no idea what I'm going to put on the back yet. Yeah, I almost started sewing in the signatures while Mr. Possum was sleeping, and then I'm like, ooh, well, you know what? Before I sew in the signatures, if I'm going to play with paint, I better do that first. Good thinking, Possum Patty, because I don't always plan ahead. And things get complicated. So that's enough because I have no idea what I'm going to put here anyway. Just put a little black around the edge because see, it's got black down there. It's a little black here and there. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, I'm going to let this dry and move some stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's almost dry, and it just, you know, splatters and a shiny paint. Is that shine coming across there? On both sides. And now I am going to glue down the H. H is for Howard. Get my stinky glue. Ooh, dinky winky. I should probably spread this around a little bit. Got these little skinny pieces. Channeling my inner Linda D here, trying to cut this out. Linda D at Linda's Mixed Up Mess. All right, let's see. Spread this out a little bit, like so. Yoop. Oh, stuff stinks even more when you spread it out. All right, let's see if that works. Probably should have used a tacky glue. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, now we have to get to the important part. which is 4. Okay. Cut this out. Should I distress it? I didn't distress the other stuff. And then I have to go over to the Big Shot and use those alpha dyes. We're just going to put that down right there. Oops. Fingers are sticky already. Uh-oh, I think Mr. Possum's trimming already. Wow. That was fast. We're actually in a drought. They're calling it a mild drought. But if it doesn't rain enough pretty soon, they said they're going to up the level. Needs a little glue there. Ooh, big glob. Okay. I like it. So you can see a lot of that distressing there, but not down here. So I don't even know why I bothered down there, but that's okay. Well, you know, some of my favorite trash to play with are the Bush's Beans labels, because look at that shine in those colors. So I just took one label and one die. I'm going to use all capital letters, but I'm going to save these others for more words in this journal. And oh, maybe I'll even put them in this envelope. All right, let's see. I am going to put these labels in here for now. This one is too big. Cut it a little bit. And do I need this? Oh, there's a letter in there. That S is still in there. Do I have all the letters? I think I do. I could probably go in the trashy. Let's see, I'm going to do Howard. Howard, Howard, Howard. Okay, we don't want that. Okay, I'm going to go find these letters. There's A. A. And I was thinking of running, maybe I'll run it through again. And this way I can choose, well, maybe it'll be fine. H-O-W. Let's say, because if you position it, that's an M. Oh, here's a W. Oh, I like that. A. R. R, B, N. I need an R and a D. Here's a D. Okay, point to the R. Point to the R. Q, E, M, T, F, B, N, X, G, C. Where's this? P. Okay, all right, what does the R look like? Okay, the R has a big swirl on it. So it should be noticeable. That's X. Did I lose the R for Howard? Okay, all right, let me go look for it. Okay, I am just going to glue these letters down. I found my R. It was up here. and then probably just fast forward through the sewing bit because, you know, it's the same old, same old. And if you're new at journal making and would like to watch the sewing bits, it'll be there. And if you've seen me do it 100 times before, you can just skip that part. But I do believe there's bushes, baked beans. Wow, made a mess here with this glue. Probably should use the other glue. Probably should have used the other glue. Yeah, I really messed that up. Don't stick down. Alright, gotta get this glue off. I'm sure this would not have happened if I did this off camera. Alright, so now the glue is taking the shiny bits off the letters. See, and when you use this kind of glue, that's what happens. Kind of takes the shine off. So we're going to switch over to something else. Lesson learned. Do I have another A? Or do I have to cut out another A? Stand by. Okay, found the A. And I switched over to the tacky glue, which should not take the shiny bits off. It'd be really funny if after all this I spelled his name wrong. Howard. Howard. Oh, I'll leave that down. However it goes down, it's going to stay down. What was I talking about? Oh my gosh, signatures. Oh yeah, so I'll glue these letters down, and then I will fast forward the sewing of the signatures, so you can either slow that down, go to settings, speed, choose half speed, or skip it. And then I will come back with the journal all put together. Howard. And I know it doesn't stand out a lot, but that's okay. I wanted it to kind of be these colors, a little bit shiny. Uh-oh, here comes TT. Haven't seen tiny TT on camera lately. She's a senior cat. And she wants to get in the picture. Here she is. This is TT. This is TT. Tiny TT. And a little trouble eating lately, so I've been searching for foods that she could eat and keep down. And that has been a trip. Okay, now I have to find some thread to sew with and my needle. See you on the other side of sewing the signatures. Okay, now Howard is officially a journal. Cover is done on the outside. The inside cover, H is for Howard. Back cover, not really done, but we'll get to it. I have 3 signatures with 4 sheets or 12 pages in each. Although this has an extra page in it, because that was the title page. But the back have an extra, and the back has an extra page too. That's okay. So then there's extra pages there. And that's what they look like, and they're going to be journaled on. Somebody said, Possum Patty, what do you do with your journals? I journal in them. I haven't journaled in a couple of days though, so I have to get back to it. The next page, when Steampunk Howard comes back, is going to be his picture on the first page, but I'm going to look for something that I want to frame it with. So that'll be the next project for Howard. Put his picture right there. And I will link I will put a link to Globleland, Alpha Dyes below, and a link to their website below. And you can see how nice they worked. I know they don't show up really well because of the colors that I chose, but they do make for nice letters. So I just want to thank you for coming along today, and happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.